doesn't say we are... Wait, it says we're live. I don't have a picture. Oh, I have a picture. Okay. All right, we're all right. You may have to move the camera or the other things over. All right, we have some friends this morning. Brazen Hearted and Velocichungus and Kermito. And wow, everybody's coming in. Sorry we're a few minutes late, everybody. Nero's here. We had some software issues, and I know it says day 12, and we're on day 13.
YouTube wouldn't let us change the date or edit anything.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us make any changes to it. So
because they're poopy.
Yeah, we're having a weird morning. So, anyway, here we are.
Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah. I think everybody should be doing all right today. It's Friday, right?
It is.
It is Friday. We are looking at the weekend.
Okay. Let me hit record.
That would be good.
And change my glasses.
Hey, Nixie is here and Steph Nerd's here. We have a Marguerite here from Canada. Salted Peanuts is back joining. Hasn't joined in a while.
Welcome back.
And Kermito doesn't have classes today, so they've joined.
That's nice.
Brazen Hearted says, Happy Friday. Gail's here. How are you two doing today? Well, we didn't sleep great last night. And there was some helicopter flying around at 5, 6, whatever this morning. So we're a little tired, but we're all right aside from that.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little. Veronica says, thank you for keeping me from getting overwhelmed because of schoolwork and a big presentation.
Oh, well, of course.
Well, you've got this. You are okay. We are here with you. Bethany says, I'm rather thrilled that is Friday and I get to spend it with my favorite people. Well, we're happy you're here. Mouse, hi everyone, joining you guys and starting a drawing.
Oh, that's great.
If I have specific questions, is it okay to ask them? Sure. Please do. It'd be really boring if you didn't. We have a hello from Serbia.
Hello.
And Jamie Brown says, good morning, friends.
Hey, Jamie.
How are you? Hoovian, as Easter break started yesterday at my school, I can finally watch lives again.
Yes. Sorry it was late today.
I think everybody gets it. We can't help technical issues. We wish we never had technical issues, but you know how that is. Let's see. We have Happy Saturday from Australia. Hi from Sweden.
Hello.
Lots of our friends don't have school today. I love that you guys want shout outs, but we're not doing those because there's way too many of you here. You are so funny. Watching my favorite celebrities of YouTube. Yeah, it's just funny. Yeah, that's funny. I think somebody who was like in a movie or something. Oh, Violet Sky didn't sleep great either. I'm sorry.
Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, he's making a lot of progress. Wow, a lot of you were on spring break, huh? And Spoonful of Spite, welcome, welcome. It's their first time on a live.
Hello.
Yeah. Let's see. First stream, I've been a fan for a while.
Welcome.
Good morning, friends. Do you have a trick to doing skin?
Not a trick, but I did make a short on skin tones.
Let's see. Hi from South Africa.
Hello.
Any tips on managing anxiety in general?
Oof. I think a lot of that is finding what makes you anxious and learning to avoid it, learning to say no. A lot of times we're told, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. And I think finding your voice in saying no.
What if you can't say no? Like going to the grocery store.
Well,
I'm just using myself as an example.
it depends on where your anxiety comes from. Is it like, for me, like autism, where headphones will help? Or is it maybe having somebody, or, I don't know. I mean, there's so many.
There's a lot of different components to anxiety,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of different things that you can do to mitigate it. I used to get really anxious. My anxiety started around COVID. And so if I am anxious around big groups of people, then I wear a mask, or I don't go around big groups of people anymore. So for Scott, his anxiety is basically noise related. So those noise canceling headphones are a godsend, and he puts those on wherever we are. Like, we went to lunch yesterday together and he wore headphones the whole time. And that helps him be more calm. So you have to figure out what it is that bothers you, and then find a way to mitigate it as best as you can. Oh, Santa says, happy day in the sleigh with Mrs. C and a few elves on a trip. I'll be learning and filming about glass blowing today.
Oh, fun.
Oh my gosh,
Have
that
a
sounds
great
so
time.
fun. Well, you
Blow
tell
dry.
those elves to not get out of line and stay very close to you and Mrs. C. We'd hate for them to wind up in some trouble over there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so apparently because my voice was used in a movie, numerous people think I'm a celebrity. You guys are really, that's a stretch, people.
She's my celebrity.
Yeah, that's about as far as we're gonna go. Glass blowing, that sounds like so much fun. Ugh. I remember the glass blowing in Venice.
Yeah.
Ugh, so pretty. Let's see.
Blow dryer.
Okay, hold on. There you go. They want to know who your favorite character is that you've painted so far in the painting.
Oh, I really like the tabaxi. And I was looking forward to drawing the Goliath.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Me and my partner are both artists. I'm traditional and they're digital. How can I incorporate more art activities in our lives?
I would say journaling and going places. I'm assuming if they're digital, they would have like a tablet or something that they can take with them, and you guys can go places and sketch the world around you, or sketch the event, or whatever it might be. But I think that's a wonderful way for you to connect.
Yeah.
Blow dryer.
We always have a really good time when we go places, and I write and Scott sketches. It's a lot of fun. We actually want to, next time we get to travel, we want to incorporate a little more of that into our journeys wherever we go. Let's see. It's been a long time since I've watched a stream. I guess a lot of you, because it is Good Friday today, I think a lot of you are off today.
Yeah.
Or getting ready for spring break, because, I mean, there's at least been a dozen, if not more, maybe 24 of you that are have said they're finally able to join us for a stream today.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Jamie Brown says, I'm decorating a cake while you paint, so we are arting in our own mediums. I
There
love
you
that.
go.
I love that. Emma says, good morning. I want to try to bring in some Art Nouveau-ish elements into my art, and you do that very well. How do you suggest I start practicing and getting familiar with the style?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
What
great
I
question.
did was I got a book, and I have a link to a similar book, because the one I have is out of print, but I got a book on Art Nouveau, on Alphonse Mucha. And I just said, I like when he does this with the hair, or I like when he has the circle, or I like the stencils. And then I would find a photo of something that I wanted to draw, and then I would do that with the hair, or I would add the circle behind it. So it's looking at what you like about that style, and then adding that to your art, if that makes sense.
Brazen Hearted says, I'm not kissing up. The mods here are typing and copying and pasting furiously for 60 to 90 minutes to help everyone enjoy the chat and answering all the frequently asked questions. They are indeed, and we are in their debt.
Blow dry.
They are wonderful, and they keep our chat happy and safe for everybody. And Aniro sent us a tip and wants to know if the chat could not be on slow mode. And the answer to that is no. And the reason is we do a lot of very not nice spam, and it detracts away from the art. It detracts away from what we're trying to do here. And we want everybody to feel comfortable and feel safe. And sometimes we have young kids on here with their parents. And some of the things that are posted in a chat that is not slow is not nice. So we want to keep this a nice, safe place for everybody. Violet Sky says, a tip with managing anxiety, if there isn't an obvious trigger, could be to have something to fidget with. It helps me for a bit, but it may not work for everyone.
Yes, and you know what else
great idea.
helps me is breathing. Doing the like breathing exercises.
Yeah. You know, you hold it in for what? In for 4 and breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for, I don't know, one of those things. Breathing is really good for that. Rose says, I reward myself for going out, like going to the store and getting a coffee or something.
Nice.
That's a great idea. There's a video, CB, on art block and what Scott does to relieve art block.
Blow dry.
Let's see. Hold on. Okay. Slow mode, holds hands with T to keep. Yes, slow mode. You know, we just don't want to miss anybody's questions, and slow mode is better for that too. So, boy, oh boy, we are dropping a lot of things today. Oh, Amanda says, I get a lot of anxiety at lacrosse practice because my coach loses his patience and often yells tips. Yeah, you know,
some people are not people that you want to be around.
But that being said, if you want to be with that person, if you want to do that activity and you have to deal with that person, maybe earplugs might help a little bit. Maybe just take the yelling down by half, you know?
Yeah, I don't know safety wise if that's healthy.
I don't know, but I'm trying to give them an option.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see. Do you have any tips for starting a travel journal?
Yeah, I mean, just grab a sketchbook and like go sit in a cafe or something and just sketch and just write your thoughts down and just keep doing that, and then you'll slowly find what you like, what you don't like. You might want to add color, you might not. You might want to add more words, you might not. You might want to do a whole page image, or you might want to do like little sketches. But you got to just kind of get out there and do it and see.
Yeah. You might want to paste things in, like if you go to the coffee shop and you have a little sticker from your cup of coffee or something, you might want to paste that in too. If you're going on a trip, you might want to paste your boarding pass in there. You know, or you might decide that, you know, you just want to sketch in pencil or something, you know? Let's see. The important part is to try. Like, just grab a notebook and try. Cookie says, "Hi, Scott and Donna. I have a question. What do you think I should do? I'm pretty much an A student, but one of my teachers wanted to give me a different grade because of one thing I didn't do right."
Okay. It's again, you're talking to someone who went to art school and did not care about grades. So for me, I'm just going, okay, what's the problem? Do you have to get all A's? I mean, you are going to make mistakes. You are going to.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. I is it pressure that your parents are putting on you or that you're putting on yourself? But honestly,
Well, and here's the question. Is it something that, if there was something that you didn't do right, the teacher's supposed to mark off for things that you don't do right? Like if 2 + 2 is 4 and you write down that 2 + 2 is 5, that's the wrong answer. So
yeah, but I mean, that's going to happen.
Yeah,
You're
it's
there
life.
to learn, not to excel. And, you know, I just, speaking as someone who hasn't been in school in 40 years, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. And look at it this way. If it's bothering you, go to the teacher and say, "What can I learn from this?" Not only does it make you seem like a conscientious student, but you really will learn what they have to say on why you did something wrong or why they
Or
think
they
you did
just
something
might
wrong.
say, you did fine. You got 99 out of 100.
It's a thing
Yeah.
sometimes. Like if you're writing an essay, a lot of times essays are very subjective. So it depends again on the subject. If it's an art piece, of
Well, they
course
said they
it's
only
going to be
got one
subjective.
thing wrong. So that's why I'm saying it's.
Exactly. But it just depends. You know? You could have gotten one thing wrong in an essay because you didn't use the specific type of font the teacher wanted you to use or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just very, very specific. Let's see. Does the color scheme for the characters come before or after to you once you start the painting?
Well, you know, I have photo reference, and I will always look and see what the choices were for the photo reference. And this one is pretty much what is in the photo. Let me see if I could find it for you. And so I was like, you know what? I haven't done a character wearing all red yet, so that might not be bad. And where is she? Here. You can see I'm just pretty much copying it.
Yeah, except that the red's much nicer than the orange you chose.
Yeah, I don't have that red, but
What's your favorite video game that you've played?
probably Zelda, the Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom.
Finch is an app that has great visual breathing exercises. I have an app called Balance. That one's really good too. Will you keep doing the lives after you're done with the guild? Oh yeah, we've been doing lives for 4 years now.
3.
Yeah. Vincent says there's an Alphonse Mucha art book you can get at Barnes & Noble, I think. Yeah, or if you like local booksellers, you can ask them to order a book for you. I'm sure they would love to order a book for you. There are videos, Mouse, on drawing hair that you can look at. Scott did a lot of videos on how to draw hair. Lots of people are joining us today because they're off. Good for you guys.
Welcome.
Lula from the Tea Foundry is here and says, good morning. Hello. I hope you are all experiencing a beautiful spring morning. We are. Full of allergy meds, but yes, we are.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. Go ahead. Playing Animal Crossing. I've heard that's fun. I have never tried it. Let's see.
I forgot the other
Marguerite has an Alphonse Mucha calendar.
Nice.
Scott, how do you talk/listen and paint at the same time? For me, it's just impossible. Well, first of all, you have to marry somebody who doesn't do anything except talk.
Yeah, but no, for me, it is something I've always. What are you laughing about?
Myself. I'm laughing at myself because I think I'm funny.
I've always been able to listen to music and carry a conversation while I'm drawing.
Yeah.
So it's just not a part of the brain that I don't really focus that much on the art, I'm just painting. I think I might be a little bit more quiet when I'm drawing because the drawing is the hardest part, but the painting is just like
no, you're quiet through the whole process. You'll have music going in the background, but you're always quiet when you paint or whether you draw or paint or whatever. You make faces though. He makes these funny faces when he's sketching. It's kind of cute. Like he'll curl his...
Apparently I make a Derek Zoolander face.
You do. You make these faces and it's really funny because I know he's really concentrating when he like kind of purses his lips and he makes these faces. It's really funny. All right. Samir says that they are bad with colors and they found that they're colorblind. It is too expensive to correct. Any tips for getting back into art? I left art because I was bad with colors and it frustrated me.
Well, I mean, there are, so many wonderful artists who really don't use color. Mm-hmm. So there's that. The other thing you could do is you could find an artist who can help you with complementary colors and learn to use those particular colors. Basically just say, I know that this is this color and this is this color. You could label them and have everything kind of mapped out if you wanted to. But honestly, I think, color isn't everything. I mean, look at photography. How many, amazing black and white photos. Mm-hmm. So again, I think what's more important in art is storytelling. What's your story? You could tell a story in black and white. You could tell a story in gradations and shades, and it doesn't have to be color.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have your own way of seeing the world.
Yeah.
So I would say sketch and draw what you see. And if that's, shading and different grayscale and things like that, that's beautiful. There's nothing that says that art has to be full of colors. Art is how you see the world.
Yeah, blow dryer.
And that's a beautiful thing. Jenny, I got you. Yes, the square breathing. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you for that. Angelo, I'm going to ask him that in a sec. Babe, Angelo wants to know what color they should use for shadows. Is it based on preference or based on the atmosphere of the drawing?
I mean, yes to both. But I always just use purple. Windsor Violet's what I use for my shadows, and it's just my style choice. It's something that I like, and so I just do that. But I mean, you can change your shadows based on the environment, based on the lighting, based on your photo reference, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. But just me, I just like to stylize it to be purple. It just works.
Yeah. So if there's how about this? How about if you could try purple, but if purple doesn't work for you, maybe try another color like a Payne's gray. Or I've even seen shadows done in a green, like a greenish gray kind of tone. Hey, be impressed. I knew that.
You did.
I know. Every once in a while I come through with something. Samir saw the pic that you posted today. The table seems a lot crowded. Has it been like this for the whole adventure?
No, we had people come over yesterday and I cleaned up. And so I put everything back on the table because they were up on the the little fireplace area.
Yeah.
And so I just
but
that is how my art table normally looks, but I had cleaned it off to work on these larger pieces.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to draw food?
Oh yeah.
Could you do a tutorial on how to do food?
No.
Yeah.
Every food is different.
Yeah.
Drawing pizza is different than drawing...
Oh, you did do that, draw everything every day and you drew an apple.
Yeah, but I'm saying drawing an apple is different than drawing a slice of pizza, is different than drawing a bowl of soup, is different than drawing ramen. Everything is different. It's a new experience. So there is no tutorial that I could do on food in general. Just the same way there's no tutorial on drawing animals or fur or everybody's different. Everything is different.
Yeah. Marguerite says yelling upsets me. My father was deaf and he yelled all the time. I get that. I'm telling you, those loop earplugs are a beautiful thing. Olive in the room says, I started my own travel journal on a school trip to DC and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's great.
Yay! We have been to New York and we love New York. Bagels and pizza, are you kidding me? And the Met. You had me at Bagels, Pizza, and the Met. I've always struggled with depth perception in my art and can never seem to get it right, which is why it made me feel so much better when I saw your video on how you struggled too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you ever want to see struggle, you are in the right place. Oh, gosh. Everybody struggles. Just remember that. Ellen has joined and says good morning.
Hey, Ellen.
Do you have any tips for learning a new language?
Gosh, no. I've never done that. I took Spanish in high school, but I did not do well.
Letter Lady Z says, quote, you're there to learn, not to excel. As a former anxious student, I like that. I wish more teachers and more evaluators had that stance, took that stance. The kids in the States now are tested literally to death. It's ridiculous. Are all these original characters created by you, or are they people's D&D characters?
No, they're just characters created by me based on photo reference that I selected and purchased.
Bethany says, I care way more about my daughter's mental health than I do about her having straight A's.
Yeah.
And I have seen that in person, and she walks that walk. Straight A's don't do you any good, and no one remembers straight A's. But if you're a good person, you care about other people, and you just have a hunger for living and life, you're a much better human that way. Let's see. Well,
I have not found out what color to do with this little kind of...
What is it?
In the photo, it's just like another red, it's like a little cloth or something that she has draped around that piece.
Oh, you know what that is? It's when she uses that to wipe her hands of the blood of her enemies.
She could just use the red dress. No one's going to notice.
It's not red. It's orange.
It's red.
It's orange. That is not red.
Okay, honey, see that?
Yeah.
That's orange.
Okay, she looks like she's wearing orange to me.
I know.
These are the daily issues. So we're in the kitchen. Here's your visual. We're going to skew for a minute. If you're going to save that, put it in the red Tupperware, not the orange Tupperware. So he reaches up into the cabinet. He grabs 3 Tupperwares and proceeds to look at me and goes, this is red. This is orangish red. And this is orange. And I'm like, hence the argument ensued in the kitchen of which color was which, to where he turned around and looked at me and said, are you really going to argue with an artist on which color is which? So of course, right? No, there's no arguing. I just rolled my eyes and let him do what he was going to do. Tara, I would love to try bookbinding. Oh, how I would love to. Scott, not so much, but I would love to. There are a lot of things. I think you would like to try sculpting.
Yeah.
I would like to try bookbinding, and we would both love to do more travel. So, wow. Was that your shoulder?
Elbow.
Ouch. He's snap, crackle, popping over there like Rice Krispies. Let's see. AD says, hey, Scott, thank you for commenting on my painting of Jesus yesterday. It means a lot.
Sure.
I know that I've already commented this, but I really appreciate it.
It was very well done.
Let's see.
Well, I'm going to have to pick a color eventually. I'll go with teal.
AAA says, Scott, I've been using your free outline art as coloring pages, and it's been helping me understand my new digital drawing program. Will you be posting the outline for the guild on your website?
Oh, we already did last week.
It's already there. Ruby says, I love how nice your community is and how everyone is so interested in your art.
We do too.
It's very nice to have everybody here. Do you like to read? If so, what are some of your favorite books?
I don't read much anymore.
He does not.
But my favorite book when I was in high school was The Hobbit.
Yeah. Gail says, after all my medical issues late last year, I really don't want to go to the doctor, but this allergy thing isn't getting any better. Ugh. Oh, Gail, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I feel you. I just had a CT scan of my sinuses, and I'm terrified what the doctor's going to say. Terrified. And I'm on all the allergy meds, so I feel you. Let's see. Ariel says, recently I have a new hobby. I ride a skateboard, and that's why I don't find much time to draw, and I feel like I don't enjoy drawing as much as I used to. What can I do to enjoy it again?
Well, first of all, you don't have to. There are seasons we go through, and sometimes we like a thing and sometimes we don't. But if you really want to get back into art, just try journaling. Journaling's a great way to just get yourself to draw whenever you're feeling like it, and writing down what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm not feeling great, but, I'm just
Sorry.
I woke up with just acid.
Yeah.
And so I'm just not feeling good today.
Yeah, he's not doing so great. Not doing so great.
But let's see what we could do. I'm going to zoom in on Kiwi here. Let's just paint Kiwi. So we did the largest, and we'll do the smallest.
Let's see. Okay. English isn't my first language, but I'm a 14-year-old artist. Do you have any tips for a young artist that is trying to make her social media account bigger?
Well, the thing that will help the most is posting consistently. If you can post 3-5 times a week, interact with the people. But, if you're an artist, that means creating art every day. And that's really tough for a lot of people. Blow dryer.
Oh, hold on, babe. Hold on. There you go. I think the consistency did help Scott when he was started posting every single day. Like having people know that you're going to post and put stuff out there. That helps for sure. Do you have any tips for teaching young children how to paint with color? There is a girl who's really interested in it, but her parents don't know much about it and would like to help her. I
really don't. I would look to Lauren Horn Art.
Oh, that was great.
She's the one who did the This Is Not a Sketchbook.
This is an art class.
Yeah, I would look to her.
Did we link that on the website?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sitting with them and drawing with them is a thing too. Or just having the art supplies there for them is another thing.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta look and see your colors.
Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm going to have Scott answer this one time more. So listen up.
Here's Kiwi. Just looking at her colors.
Who's your favorite character in the guild?
Oh, I would say right now the autistic centaur.
You've inspired me to buy stencils for my art, and I love them already. Not the same ones you have, but similar ones.
Oh, nice.
Stencils are a fun way to add detail.
Okay, a little bit of green. Teeny
I
tiny.
am a writer, journaler, musician. Any tips on managing multiple hobbies?
No, I would say just enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's no.
Whatever you feel like doing that day, just do it.
Just have fun.
Yeah. Hobbies are meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
They're not something you should feel like, I have to do this, you know? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. You know, I was texting with Bethany this morning before the live when we were having our computer issues. And she was painting last night. And I said, oh, are you painting something you have to do? Because she does commissions too. And she said, no, I was just painting something I wanted to paint. And how did she say it to me? It was really beautiful what she said. She said, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I was working on paintings that I want to work on that have no deadlines. That's the hobbies. Things that just light you up inside that make you happy to do. If one day you wake up and you decide, you know what, I want to journal, then do it. If one day you wake up and you want to, make music, do that. Go ahead. Hobbies are for fun. They're not something you have to do. So that's just my 2 cents. Violet Sky, you can either post that in the Discord or you can post it online and tag Scott, but make sure you tag him. And Dana Mercury's here.
Hey, Dana.
How are you, friend? There are so many videos on how to draw hair. Just search for hair.
All right.
Ellen, we're throwing out all the orange and buying green Tupperware. I really should. Green or blue? I like blue.
Here we go. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a pink glow.
You guys want alive on all the things. They're like alive on bookbinding. Jeez, you guys are funny. Lives take a lot. They take a lot of time. They take a lot of effort. You can't just whip up something like that on something you haven't done before. Because that does take a lot. Our son read Percy Jackson, like all the Percy Jacksons. Those are not my genre.
Blow dryer.
Oops. I'm actually kind of annoyed because the book I started a couple days ago, it might be a do not finish, a DNF, because I'm kind of over the character already. She's annoying me. Did I tell you that?
What?
I was reading my book last night, and I thought, I follow Modern Mrs. Darcy. I don't know if you guys do that. Anyways, she talks all about books. And she talks about DNFing books because life's too short, like do not finish.
Okay.
And I'm thinking I'm going to put this book down because I'm so annoyed at the main character already. I'm like, I have no interest in her whatsoever. I don't. I don't care about her. I'm not invested in her story. And they always say, like, if you get 60 pages in and you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, not going to happen, just put it down. Life's too short. So I might be DNFing my first book of 2024.
All right, we're going to try acrylic
No.
markers.
Acrylics? Oh, no.
First, I got to see if it... Where's the...
You put it, yeah. Post-its. They're not just for post-itting anymore. They're for paint swatching.
Be able to get a dot. There we go.
Me and my cousin need to draw better hands. Can you show us?
There's a video
Matilda,
on that.
you're cute. They think you know how to draw hands.
Oh, I made a video on it.
I know, but you're always complaining about how bad your hands are. It's kind of funny. Let's see. Oh, Bethany had a good comment to Samir. Sit down and decide what your priorities are and where you want to be with each hobby a year from now and what is involved to get there. You know, that is a great suggestion. Maybe that's why I never really pursued my journaling. Like I should have probably done that sooner and said, do I really want to do this? Is this something that's really important to me? Yeah. Very good advice. Miss Primrose, very good advice. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Scott. Take some time for yourself. It's all good.
Oh, thank you.
Lots of people are saying that.
Yeah, just I took some antihistamines last night.
Yeah. You also took some. He does not do well with like supplements of any kind, like the supplements that have herbs in them, kinds of things. He doesn't do well with those. And you've been taking a couple of those, and that's not a good idea.
Yeah. I'm not doing well.
Stomach-wise, not so great. We have some other merchandise AAA on CrowdMade. Stickers of a bunch of different things that we've done, and there's also some shirts and sweatshirts there. Hey, Mark is here. How are you? We're on baby watch. Oh, Lula says, if you wake up and you want to do it, do it. That's exactly how my shop was born. Oh, you know what? It's true, though. If it lights you up inside, do it. If you want to do it, do it.
Wow.
What got me into you know, it's funny. I was talking to Scott about wanting to do something at the end of last year, and we were kicking around ideas. And he's like, what about a quote a day? Then you could do something in a journal, which you love to do, and write with fountain pens, which I love to do. And I always have kept quotes. And so it kind of was an amalgamation of that. And that's how that came about. No, it's a physical not feeling good, not a mental. I wish it was easier for him, but let's see. Short Donna and live Donna are two different people. Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's the same thing with Scott. Yeah. Yeah, Gail, I get that. I don't know. I think I'm just going to give myself permission to not finish it. You know, if I'm just not enjoying it, I'm not going to push through it and finish it. I'm just not going to do it.
I'm going to do...
It does feel illegal, doesn't it, Dana? It feels like, I should read this. I should finish this. It's that stupid should thing, you know? Yeah. See, I think it's a waste of time. Who's the author? You know what? That's a good question. It's Beach Read, and don't ask me who the author is because I'm not going to remember because I'm really bad with putting names together. Emily Henry. I've read a couple of her other books. I'm so not invested in the character. I'm just not. And I have a book for book club I want to read anyway, so that I got from the library. So I think we're just going to DNF it. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. You guys have given me the push I need. I'm going to pull the bookmark out and slam that baby in the donate pile. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm really thankful for all the videos. They really helped me with my view on art. I was a terrible perfectionist, still recovering from that worldview, but I'm enjoying art much more now.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome. Let's see. Zipo says, hi, Scott. I really like watching you, and you give me inspiration to push forward. I started drawing in kindergarten, and I'm now in the 7th grade. What tips can you give me for art?
Oh, that's wonderful. Draw everything every day is my best tip.
Yep.
Don't try to draw out of your head. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if you want to improve, get used to drawing what you see.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks so magical. I read Book Lovers, and her characters stressed me out. Not sure I'll read her anymore. Right? Like, I am just so not invested in this character. I'm just not. I'm like, oh, girl, no thanks. Like, within the first 60 pages, yeah, you gotta, I don't know. Yeah, no.
All right, blow dry.
Okay, hold on one sec. Okay. I have tried we have both tried the local honey, and that does not work for either of us. It's really funny. I think what we've come to realize over the years is Scott's got a really fast metabolism, and he does not do well with like those kinds of supplements and things like that. He just doesn't. So we just have to be really careful with what he takes and doesn't take and throw all those other things away. Donna will be going around the house today and checking a bunch of things. Tyler says, I love the view you have in your studio.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Autumn
I woke up and just looked out the window. I was like, okay, this is a nice picture. I'll take a snapshot.
It really was a beautiful picture. Oh, Mark says, all is well. Lynn is possibly going to be induced by next Friday.
Congratulations.
Oh, they're having a little girl. I'm so excited for you guys. It would be cool to see an animation feature about the guild. Oh, yeah, well, be cool to see any animation at this point. Let's see.
All right, I think I've done enough with her.
Any advice on giving depth to art? I feel like every time I draw, everything still looks so flat, despite my working with shadows.
Look at, there's videos on the making of this. There's videos on the making of the dragon and centaur.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll see how I use thicker lines to bring characters up to the front and thinner lines to push things to the back. I use color, more saturated colors to bring stuff to the front, less saturated for the back. And then there's contrast. Less contrast for the back gives it more of a misty kind of feel. So those are things. There's also, I did a video on how I added a depth of field kind of look to a painting I did of Aragorn. Okay.
Bethany says, I have finished way too many books because I kept thinking it would redeem itself and get better. Spoiler, none of them ever have. Yeah, that's the general gist, at least in the most of the book world and book talk and all the places, is if you're 60 pages in and it's not doing it for you, yeah. That's true. Lula says, if it was a horrible movie or a television show, you wouldn't hesitate not to waste time on it. Why different standards for books? Yeah. I don't know.
Because you paid money for it, maybe? Or
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, what's my favorite character in the guild? You know what?
Is it the Stabby Kenku? Or
I'm going to be really honest with you. Painfully so. The dwarf.
Oh, yeah? The male one or the female one?
No, the guy in the front with the two-handed thing. I like him. I have a thing for the beards of the dwarfs. I like them when they're long and they're braided and I don't know why. I like the long beard. I like the helmet. I like the big bulbous nose. I don't know. I just think they look cool. Kind of like a Tiny and Mighty kind of thing, you know? Toss me. But don't tell the elf. So, let's see. Oh, Mark's sister's getting engaged, and he's gonna do an oil painting of her and her fiance.
That's amazing.
That's
I bet she's
nice
gonna love it.
Ruby. I was going back last night. Ruby asks what my favorite quote is that I've done on the quote things. So funny that you asked that, because I was going through my book last night before I went upstairs to bed, and I was rereading all of the quotes. There is no way I could pick one favorite out of all of them. I couldn't believe I'm 64 quotes in. Today will be 65. I couldn't believe how many of them were so good. So many good quotes from so many people, and I have them all in one place.
Yeah.
I have them all in one book. I can't wait I'm going to keep it on my desk, and I'm going to use it as an inspiration. Like if I'm having a bad day, like I already have the plan. Like I'm going to keep that on my desk. Because I'm so excited about it, you know?
That's great.
I was flipping through it last night, and there's no way I could pick. They're all just fantastic.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh, good. Mark says, I'll be inundated with photos. Yay!
Okay. Can you guys see this okay? I moved everything.
Yeah, we can see it. We can't see all the way to the end. You're going to have to shove it towards the door. If you want us to see all the characters you've already done.
No. I'm just saying this is the character I'm working on. So.
Oh, yeah, we can see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Kender, I think is what they are.
Is that... Hold on a second. Yeah, you're on 90. Let me see if I can pan in and if it makes more sense. Let me see. Can you push it a little bit towards me? I zoomed in so they could see it a little bit better. Now push it up towards the window a little bit. Towards the window.
That was towards the window.
Okay.
You mean pull it down this way?
You're perfect. That's good. How's that? Is that a little bit better, you guys? It's a little bit closer in for you to see the painting of that now. Because we were on 90 field of view, and I just put it down to 65. Let me know if that's a little bit better. Let's see.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow today, so I'm gonna. Let's see. Kender. Nder.
Nobody cares if you're slow today, honey. They're all just happy we're here. I've never read a book that made me want to stop reading it. Well, you're lucky, Sage. Because, boy, I did not want to pick up that book last night. Oh, it's better. Oh, good. Okay. Looks good. Good. Okay. Good. How long has it taken to paint the guild so far? Oh, yeah. How many days has this been? So many days.
I think if you go back and you look at the first video in the series, it'll give you an idea. I could look right now because I'm kind of slow today. Let's see here.
Santa says, I like the elf halfling sitting on the ground.
Oh, thanks. So I'm going to go here, go to my videos, and 3 weeks ago. So, 3 weeks ago. So I don't think, it kind of feels like it's been a lot longer than 3 weeks.
Well, because you started with the paper and, the other stuff too.
Yeah. I know I finished the Dragon and Centaur in January, and we made the posters in February, and I guess we're in March. So
we are at the end of March.
But I'm really enjoying it. I really am.
Well, that's good.
I just wish I felt a little better.
You'll be okay, honey.
All right, let's get some skin.
What if I make scones? They're nice and plain.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me know if you want some of those for breakfast. Let's see. Love how well this is coming out.
Thank you. And again, if this is your first time here, my apologies for being a little droopy today.
Yeah. Let's see. Poetry's been really hard for me to get into. Some poetry is okay, and I still keep trying.
Blow dry.
But sorry, hold on. There you go. But poetry's been difficult. No, we did not have our home built. We just took the basement area and turned it into a Hobbit hole.
Yeah, this is a 40-year-old house, but yeah,
Yeah.
our friend Ron and his son Steven helped. You know, they turned our basement into the Hobbit hole.
Yeah.
He designed it and everything.
Yeah. You still have the drawings for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love digital art, but I've been feeling bored with it. Last time this happened, I changed my brush and line thickness, but now I feel like it's not enough. So Moxie, what's your question? Do you want to know if you should try something other than digital art? What's your question?
I think
Is that a kobold sitting at the front to the right of the dwarf male?
this is a kobold right here next to the gnome.
How do you people know this? I can't keep it. Scott's like, we'll be upstairs in the kitchen, and I'll be like, what are you going to paint today, babe? And I'm going to paint this one and this thing and this thing. And I'm like, I'm never going to remember these names. Never going to remember. It goes in one ear and out the other. Never going to remember it. And I just stand there and I go, oh, okay, great. Okay, there's been several of you that are just asking for tips to get better at art. So I'm going to direct you to the shorts. Scott has done a million shorts. There's hair, there's noses, there's facial features, there's perspective, there's art block, there's all sorts of things. So do a search for what you're interested in, and you'll find it in the shorts for sure.
All right, so we got a problem.
What's our problem?
Hold on a second. Let me do this. So, this person,
Which person?
I'll show you. Their leg should be right here.
Okay.
Ish, right?
Okay.
But there's nothing.
Well, the leg's behind the girl on the stool.
I know, but their foot would be down here, and here's a stool.
Or maybe their foot's behind them.
Okay, then their foot would be way back here. There's
Yes.
also a horse's foot here, so I could...
Their foot could be... Their foot would be... Look, they're standing like this.
Yeah, 1 foot behind.
Way behind.
Yeah,
So it's
which
gonna be
means
behind the
I
stool.
have to...
Sorry, he needed a visual.
I gotta find... Where's my pencil? Oh, here it is. So I've got to...
Scott's favorite school subject.
Art.
There you go.
Sorry if that was anticlimactic.
None of these characters have names yet. None of them have names. Scott's going to do that with you guys.
Yeah, we were going to do
after-
that together.
Yep. Let's see.
Let me get...
Santa says, an ad? You mean to tell me that Scott Sava is not using YouTube Premium? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I do not...
We are not doing anything special for Easter this year. We have no children at home, so perhaps we will barbecue and just...
I'm going to leave that leave that there for now.
hang out.
And then come back to it, maybe add some highlights and whatnot. But back to this character.
All right, let's see. Let him finish this before we talk about what his next project is, okay, guys? Oh, gosh. You guys are funny. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? We're going to finish this, and then we'll tell you what we're going to do next.
Yeah, lots of figuring this out. Blow dryer.
Hold on, here we go. Go ahead. Haha, scones for everyone. Oh, you're funny. Yes, this is going to be a poster when he's done.
Yeah, it's funny. No matter how much you prepare and plan, you still miss things. You miss a foot here or a leg there, you know. It's just, it happens.
That's because there's about 1 million people in here. No wonder. What sketchbook do you recommend for people on a budget? I am a new beginner artist.
Just the cheapest sketchbook you can find. You can go to a dollar store or something like that. It doesn't matter if it has lines on it or not. It doesn't have to be an art sketchbook. It could just be for school. All you got to do is just get a pencil and a sketchbook or a ringed, line notebook, and just draw the world around you. It's the best thing you could do. It's the best way to learn.
Let's see. Yes, we do have a Discord. And maybe the mods can put the link for that in there. Let's see. There are no names for any of the characters yet.
Yeah, we're going to do that together.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I would say Scott doesn't like either one of those. Scrunchy Queen. He likes art.
Blow dryer.
Hold on, let me... Okay.
All right. We are getting there.
If you could choose to be any mythological creature, what would it be?
Probably an elf. I like that they're, they live for a long time. They like art. They're peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Though,
if I'm going to be a mythical person, I don't want to be peaceful. I want to cause chaos.
I did like I think they were a shifter, the tiefling in the D&D movie. Oops. Being able to turn into all the different animals was really cool.
Okay. AAA. Every time they get an idea for something to write, they lose all interest. Make a list. I would make a list of your ideas. I have an Evernote with a note in it that has a bunch of ideas of things that I want to do. And that sort of gets that idea out of your head, and you put it on paper, and then you can go back to thinking about what you were thinking before. That's my 2 cents. That's what I do. Let's see.
Okay.
Will you be naming the characters in another live?
I don't know if we'll do it live. I think we'll do it, maybe a poll. We'll do it in the community section or something. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Let me move over here. Okay. Let's see.
Did you unmute me?
No, of course not. Why would I do that? There you go. Now you're unmuted. Hope you feel better soon, Scott.
Thank you.
J. Robert Deans is here and says, Scott, you didn't goof. The fella in the orange head wrap lost his left leg in a battle and had it replaced with a wooden leg, which happens to be the same shade of wood as the girl's stool. Sorted. Spoken like a true writer.
Call him Stool Leg Sam.
There you go. What's the fun of being mythical if you can't be chaotic? That's all I'm saying. That's all
Don't
I'm saying.
encourage her.
Guess who that was?
Bethany.
100%. They don't have the
Blow dryer.
Okay, hold on a second. You are just all about that blow dryer today, aren't you?
I'm trying to get this done.
Let me look. Tracy who? Let me just take a look really quick and we'll figure out. Let me just see where they. How about the notebooks? Hold on a second. One moment, please. Yeah, you're right. 160 GSM paper. Sorry about that. The 300-pound paper were the watercolor books, and they're all sold out of those. They're also doing a new. They're doing a new warehouse where they're shipping everything out and they're sending it to a new warehouse. So they're having a hard time with their shipping right now. I would not choose to be any of these characters, if I'm being perfectly honest. D&D has no appeal for me. I know I'm probably going to get raked over the coals for that. It's just not...
Literally, no one cares that much, honey, to get mad at you, whether you like D&D or not.
Oh, people have gotten mad at me for other things.
Oh, you think they did?
Other comments. No, I've seen the comments.
You think they did. Blow dryer.
Again, with the blow dryer? Oy. Let's see. Who is your favorite artist, babe?
I don't have a single favorite artist, but I do have several. So it would be Drew Struzan, Alphonse Mucha, Sir Lawrence Almatadima, J.C. Leyendecker, Maxwell Parrish, John Buscema. A lot.
What's your favorite D&D race?
Oh, I only played like a human fighter because I was 12 at the time. But I think I would play, like I said, maybe an elf or maybe a changeling or shifter or something.
Okay, he just answered that. Draw with Gizmo. So listen.
Maybe they just got here.
Let's see. Scott says blow dryer like a doctor says scalpel. Who is your favorite musical artist?
It's hard to pick just one. Currently, I would say it's Seal.
Let's see. Oh, God. Scott hasn't played in so long.
What?
I don't know if you'd have any tips on Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, God, no.
This person said, my sister gave me all of her D&D guides to become a dungeon master. Do you have any tips?
Oh, God, I wish. I haven't played since, like I said, 1981, and I was not a DM.
No, you played when we were in LA. Remember when we first moved there and you used to play with those two guys?
No. You're thinking Mike Heilman? That was not Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, was something different?
Yeah, it was something else.
Oh, okay. All I remember is I watched a lot of Sleepless in Seattle while you guys played. Let's see. Brazen-hearted, hands on hips with much attitude. How dare Donna not want anything to do with D&D? How rude. Ha 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 ha. You're so funny.
So rude.
Oh, God.
All right. Blow dryer.
Hold on. Toaster oven. He just replied that he can't. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people would like to play D&D with you, except that there's no way he'd be in a room with multiple people at the same time lately. But we love you all.
All right, blow dryer.
I could just sit here and keep my finger on the button.
So
Okay.
I accidentally got some of the purple up on our chin, so I've been trying to remove it.
Remove it. Will you save painting the Scott-looking character for the next live for us?
Oh yeah, these are I've been only doing 3 characters during a live.
Yeah, but you have the weekend now.
Oh, oh, you mean for no? I'm hoping to have it finished by Sunday. But don't worry, I'll record it and I'll make a video about it.
Yeah, I get you, Robert, for sure. I get it. Oh God, we should play D&D on this channel. Time for Scott to be the ultimate DM. Oh boy, oh boy. Brazen Hearted says, currently I would say it is Seal. We've been getting that same answer for years of streams. Ha, ha, ha. Have you talked about why you like using ink in your watercolors instead of just pencil drawing?
Oh, I come from comic books, and I like the contrast and the style to it. So it's just purely a preference thing. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, so I
This
got
person says 2 to 3 years ago, people used to give me negative comments on my art. I stopped making art and lost confidence. But now when they do the same, I just say that it's my own style of art. Thanks,
Yeah.
Scott.
And remember, if someone's negative, you have every right to block them or hide them. You don't have to listen to other people's opinions.
Oh boy. Which is better, to paint or to color using colored pencils? Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, whatever makes you happy. But me, I actually made a video or a short about why I stopped doing colored pencils. And there are a lot of good reasons to not use colored pencils. One being economically, it's cheaper to use paint. 2, colored pencils, you get what you put down. Like there's no surprise to it. It's very literal. And so I would look to that.
Let's see. Is the guild painting from a comic or your original characters?
Original.
Let's see. We have a couple of people who are finally off. More people have joined that are finally off.
That's great.
And able to watch a live. Sharpies fade. And
They
Sharpies
do.
are not waterproof, and that is why he does not use them. Put a Sharpie down, run some watercolor over it. It's going to bleed. Let's see. What is your favorite video game?
Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. What color will this be? I think maybe a light blue.
Have you heard of the musician Saint Vincent? She's releasing a new album soon with some great singles.
No, I have not.
I haven't either. This person just came in and said this is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even know how to pronounce this musician. Laufey? Laufey? They want to know if you've heard of them.
I have not.
You got to keep in mind we're old, you guys.
She's old. I'm
You're older.
almost as old.
Oh my God, you're older than me.
One day I'll be old and wizened like you.
I'm not. I have such snark forming in my head right
In your
now,
old
but I'm gonna
little
leave it
head.
alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Found out the Sharpie thing the hard way. Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. What is your opinion on Kim Jong-gi?
Loved his art. I have a sketchbook, one of his sketchbooks where he did a sketch for me.
This is looking awesome. Colored pencils are impossible to figure out.
Thank you.
Leon says, that's why I don't show my family my art anymore. I don't need someone constantly belittling my art.
Yeah.
That is sad that it's your family that's doing that. That is not okay. Let's see. Oh, he does randomly change his mind on everything.
It's not random. It's deliberate.
Mm-hmm. Jamie finished the cake. She beat you. I'm just saying.
Good job, Jamie.
Any brush brand recommendations?
I'm not really into brushes. I just pick the cheapest ones I can get. All right, let's get a little highlight.
What watercolor palettes do you suggest?
There is a link on my site for the San Francisco Slant. Is the palette that I use.
Any tips for toning down watercolor that is too vibrant?
Water, and then dab it. You'll see me do that in when I'm doing the background. Watch the video with me doing the background. That's what I did.
Scott, can you tell me the difference between hot pressed and cold pressed paper, and what is the best paper to paint watercolor on?
Yes, there are shorts about that, but I prefer cold press. I'm using hot press right now, but I prefer cold press because it's just. But I've got a couple shorts on it where I test different watercolors, so you can see the difference in the qualities. I would look at those.
Why don't you make more black and white sketches?
I don't particularly like graphite. I don't like the chalkiness. I don't like the way it feels. And so I tend to avoid it a little bit. That's why I like to draw with colored pencils. They're softer.
I was also going to say, you like color way too much to do black and white. I think as you've evolved over the years, like if you go back to some of the older videos that he's done for travel journal videos, you used to do those in grayscale.
Yeah.
And then you evolved into you found the watercolor travel kit.
I always liked color,
Yeah.
especially like when I was doing colored pencils and stuff.
Yeah, you've always liked color.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move this up here.
Yeah. He is the sweetest. I love the uniqueness of every color.
Thank you. I am going to call it a morning because I'm going to go lay down and hopefully feel a little better.
Yeah.
But thank you all for hanging out. And again, my apologies if today was the first chance you've had to hang out with us because you had the day off and I was not in the best of health.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah.
Put all your questions down and bring them on Monday. And we will talk to you guys then.
Yeah. Thank you again. Have
Thanks for being here.
wonderful
Have a good weekend, you
weekend.
guys. If you celebrate Easter, have a good Easter. And we will see you back here on Monday.